My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? I made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you.
What's up? Since I'm talking to myself, hi guys. Welcome to Talking to Myself. Welcome to it. Welcome to Talking Alone. Welcome. Since people say I talk to myself, welcome. Hold on, y'all. This is giving delusional. Yeah. Now, the people that I know that do go live, they're probably over there, but they will come back. So, yeah, I'm still going to go live. Regardless, they'll jump in, unlike y'all over there. They got to talk about Bree and everybody else, over there. Or anybody that talks about Brianna over there. Hold on. So, no, they'll be on here. They'll jump in. I'm not finna be mad. Shoot. Yeah. If I have one viewer, that's fine. Hey, viewer, what's up? And if I have more that come in, that's fine too. Oh, they go 3. Hi, how are you guys? Nice to see y'all. All right. Now let's get into it. Since I talked to myself. Erica did an interview with Nene Leakes, right? And after she did that interview, it took no accountability. She asked about the Spice situation. We're going to get into that. But people start digging. And we're going to get into how she called all these people monkeys. And this person say, all the black celebrities Erica Mena called a monkey long before she called Spice one. Google it. She even put a picture of a monkey next to Johnny Blaze from Love and Hip Hop New York face. Keep allowing her to play in y'all face. So we're going to do a reaction. Where's she at? I follow Nene. How's she not on my top? Okay. I'm making my thumbnail. Okay. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song and I'm like, you can't trust nobody. I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was a more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. People have selective outrage because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman.
Hey you guys, welcome back to an all new Nene Leakes show. Right now, I want to introduce to you a mother, an actress, an entrepreneur, a reality TV personality. Please put your hands together for Erica Mena.
Yay!
Woo! Erica!
Thanks for making time.
Welcome, girl. You look cute. I love this.
Thank you.
It's a really cute look.
Thank you.
You know, Erica and I run into each other occasionally here and there. I think the last time I saw you was in Atlanta at Pasha.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you in Pasha that night and we caught up then.
Yes.
And then every now and then I slip into Erica's DMs, see what she's got going on.
And then I slip into her DMs because I love Nene's tits. So anytime she shows them, I'm always like, Nene, I love your tits.
You know, Erica's making me blush because she just was talking to me before we came on about 2 ways. And honey, listen, I don't know nothing about 2 ways. I'm on 1 way.
So I was asking her because she was saying she's, enjoying her dating life. So I asked, I was like, is it a 2 ways with Nene Leakes? And she broke the ice and said no. So.
Honey, it's only a one.
I
way
had to
over here.
ask,
Girl,
I had to
it's
ask
only
for all
one
of us
way.
who care to inquire.
Yes, but it's only one way over here. I sure wish I could figure out 2 ways, but I definitely cannot. Honey. I am strictly.
Well, just in case, if you got a friend,
thank you. I'll come over and let
that you can
teach me
hang
how.
out.
Teach me how it
You
goes.
can balance it.
You think so? I will come over there, Erica, and let you tell me a few things. I know I can call you up and ask you some questions
sure.
if I need to go that route.
For
But I
sure.
really am, I'm out here dating.
I know, I see.
And this is the first time I actually feel like I'm excited about dating for myself.
Why is that?
I don't know, because I've always been in relationships. I've never really dated.
You've been like in relationship all your life.
All my whole life. I just go from one relationship and then, when that end, I end up in another one. I don't know how I end up in the relationship, but for some reason, I will say this. When I've been one of those girls, when I start getting interested in one person, I just be interested in them. I just
that's my problem.
All of my eggs in one basket. I don't really.
And then you stop texting everybody else
stop
back.
talking to everybody else, and I'm just talking to this one person. Mind you, they don't have all their eggs in one basket. While you have all yours piled up over here, like I'm just all into you. I'm just into you.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm excited about dating is because I've never really did it. Okay. So now I'm gonna kind of I hope I'm kind of dating.
So you feel like you're more like, okay, for real, you're in the subject, the world of really dating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't take dating advice from Erica unless I'm getting somebody that's going the same as me. And in the LGBTQ community, I just wouldn't. But I mean, whatever floats her boat.
Yeah, I feel like I am.
You look great.
Thank you.
Incredible.
This is going to be this is a very different time for me. But
so are you saying like you're more into dating because you are open with options?
I have a lot of options.
I know,
but I don't like all of my options.
Before we got on set, I was hearing
but I don't like all my options. I'm trying to take some of my friends' advice. My friends are telling me like, you need to date, get out there, try it, see different things, date different cultures. And so I'm trying to date different cultures.
Yeah.
Actually, going over to Europe, I kind of like dating the guys over there.
I gotta say, overseas right now is just where it's at.
It really is. I've been enjoying over there.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So I'm dating over there. Yeah. So, honey, we got to get together and talk about a trip.
Yes.
So anyway, you guys. So Erica, welcome to the Nene Leak Show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here. We got to catch up on so many things that's going on. Yes. How are your children?
They're good. They're growing up. Sapphire is in kindergarten this year.
Really?
It's been quick. 5 years.
Wow.
So it's like time is flying.
Yeah.
They're growing up. They're like.
And how old is your boy?
Want to lose 15 to 20% of your weight in a year? Try Rose Insurance Checker.
She could easily talk about the oldest child as well.
My 18-year-old, he's doing...
No, your baby.
Oh, I have my 18-year-old, my son, that's in college now. He's doing amazing, living his best life in college. And then I have Sapphire 5 and then Legend, who's 4. And they keep me busy.
Damn, Erica, you started over? I would never gave him children. He would have to go sleep with all the women he wanted.
I can't complain. My little girl is exploring the options of now wanting to, be out there and do movies and stuff.
That's
so
nice.
Really excited that she just got casted for her first movie as well. So we have stuff in the mix with that.
Wow.
I've really just been really focused more than ever on the kids. I lost out on, what it is.
Yeah.
With your older ones, you lose out at a time, especially when you're trying to like build yourself. And more than ever, I'm just like, I'm on this, life is just aligned for me. My career, like the movies coming out, the show did so well. The kids, are understanding, my lifestyle and, what I come with. And, I'm just raising them the way I've been able to raise them has just been a joy. I'm I'm in the best place ever right now.
This is good. So you used to live in Atlanta because that's where I would run into you. And you left Atlanta and came to Miami. So do you like Miami better than Atlanta?
I will say Miami is just a happy city. You feel like motivated all the time. The sun is out. You drive down the street. You see the Ferrari. You see, it's just a constant reminder of like luxury and how to you're never to be comfortable. It's time to elevate at all times.
It's time to keep going to the next level.
most people stay in Miami for luxury, like them. They really don't go across, like, Trina saying, you don't crawl across them tracks and really see the real Miami. They only the glitz and glamour of Miami. Nobody gets the real of Miami, where it's always something going on, or you go to the Poke Beans, they don't get the real. So I mean, that's when you talk to Trina Trick, that Geisha 305. You talk to them, they give you the real Miami. JT, Your Money. Everybody think Miami is Florida. Really is a glitz and glamour, and it's really not.
The next level. So why did you guys leave Atlanta?
I left Atlanta just because it was a place where, in my mind at the time, where I was supposed to be married and raise the kids and stuff, and that it didn't happen. So I just kind of felt like, you know what, let me just move forward, and most of my family's here too. So it just made it easier. It made more sense. So I came here first, and then,
I thought you're from New York.
Yeah.
So your family's not in New York.
Everybody eventually over the years came over to Florida.
To Miami. So do you miss New York?
I love New York for the taste of, okay, where do I get my drive, my fuel, my hustle, where I came from. Remind yourself,
I feel that
why you're doing, why you're doing this, where, you know what I mean? Where you came from, how much more further you have to go. It's that kind of thing. But I'm a get in and get out when it comes to New York.
I am like that now too. But when I go to New York, though, just the movement, the hustle and bustle, it makes you like, now listen, we got to do something. We got to get up here.
Yeah.
But after a few days, I'm like, I'm tired. And so I'm headed back to wherever I'm going.
And I got what I needed from it, in the sense of, okay, this is where I come from. Stop by the old neighborhood, see where, how things have changed. Okay. And then just remind yourself, like, never to stop. Like, this is where you started, and you have so much more to go. So it's kind of my fueling place.
Tell us about your upbringing. So you were born in New York, raised
born
there?
and raised in New York. Pretty much, growing up in New York, you gotta be tough, as you have to be to survive. My sisters and I, always stuck together like glue. It wasn't always easy. I have 3 on my mom's side, and then I have 2 on my dad's side, and then I have 2 brothers.
Okay.
But yeah, growing up in New York made me, tough, but it also gave me the best hustle mentality that I could have ever, gotten. It made me like so strategic on it. The street smarts that you naturally get from growing up in New York has made a lot of things for my career happen. You know what I mean? And just knowing, like, what it is, going into Hollywood entertainment. I feel like having that New York like fuel and being raised from the concrete, it gives you a different
As I started growing out my natural hair color, I noticed my moderate to severe lines.
Leverage. Especially coming into this industry.
Well, I think a lot of us know you from Love and Hip Hop New York.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how you got cast. What happened? Did they see
I
you?
had put together an EPK because I swore, like, I was like, I'm getting me an agent, a movie. I'm going to be doing movies. I need to get an agent. So I put together this EPK with like the last few dollars I had and submitted it every single place you could possibly think of, from MTV to this to that. I don't know where I sent it to that eventually got to Mona.
Okay.
But Mona seen it, got wind of it, casted me. Well, Kate flew me in to meet her the same day I met them, the same day I shot, and it was just
you met them the same day and walked right into the job. Wow. Yeah. Well, and so you were just like, okay, let me just go on ahead.
I think what it was.
Now, before she got on Love and Hip Hop, she was working at Dash in LA with Chloe, Kim, and Courtney. She was the girl that they had fired at one point because they say she never showed up to work on time. So yeah, she worked with them as well before Love and Hip Hop.
I just was this New York girl that knew I had this one chance to make my presence felt. And I went in, met with Stephanie Gale and Mona, and it was just like, we have to shoot with her instantly.
That's how it works.
It's just how it works.
And you have to be ready when opportunity presents itself, you have to be like ready. Let me jump in.
And going into that, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be the next J-Lo.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Betty Medina's in that office somewhere.
Yes.
You know, and that's still my mentality. Like, you know, when I'm like, I'm, you know, not so much next, but I am me, and my place in this, you know, entertainment is there. So I'm going to do what I have to do to get there. And just, you know.
Listen, it obviously works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went from loving hip hop New York to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how was that?
It was good. I love the transition. Same thing. Coming up from New York, you could adapt.
Was the show now?
Yeah.
It was the show.
And it's so funny because it made sense for me to go on, but it was like, oh, I didn't get a chance to do it with Jocelyn. But it's funny because years later, now we're like so close. But anywho, yeah, it made sense for the time being. I had took some years off when I got engaged to Bao, and they were like, "We need you back." But you know, I told them I didn't want to do New York, and Atlanta obviously is the next best city. Excuse me, and you know, having the New York mentality, I adapted very easily, quickly. Yeah, and then Atlanta just became it for me. It was home. Then eventually I got engaged, and
and had kids. Well, speaking of dating and me dating and you dating, you have dated some hot men and some well-known men. You have some very hot guys. You know, me and Bao lived in the same neighborhood.
Okay, yeah, we got a couple in there. I don't know what I be thinking about.
Well, Bao and I lived in the same neighborhood. His mom, Teresa, and I owned a boutique together.
That's
right. We owned a boutique together.
Right. You guys still have one not too long ago, right?
Yeah. And she's still doing her boutique, but she does it with home goods and all that kind of stuff. She's still in the business. She's still in the business. So we all have always lived on the golf course.
I remember that. Remember when we got engaged?
Yes, I do. And
I remember
that was then, you know, and I've kind of watched him grow up, you know, from young to this young man that he is now. And so, I think now, honestly, you may not be cool with all of them, but I think all the guys you've dated have been hot guys. They're all handsome
Which
guys.
one you consider hot?
Well, all of them I think that I've seen.
Name one.
Well, first of all, you don't think Bao's cool? You don't think he's hot? Okay. Well, your ex-husband, he's fine too. He's got a nice body. You don't think so? Clearly you do.
Name someone.
Clearly.
I've been told, y'all, regardless of the situation, Erica still loves Safari, regardless of how they feel. And I feel like she only bash him because I'm gonna be honest. I think they have their times where they mess around. She feel like it's going to work, and then when he or she feels like it's toxic, she doesn't stay. Like she just whatever. If that's what she like, that's what she like. You know what I'm saying?
You do, girl. Oh, so it was this one basketball player. I thought he was cute.
Oh.
You don't remember him? Okay, Erica do not remember the people she.
Okay. Next question.
No, you know you got good eyes. No, seriously, you got good eyes. What kind of guy do you like? If it's a guy, because you said 2 ways. So does he have to be tall or dark or light?
You know what? No, I guess height has never been a thing. If you
clearly,
look at my roster.
you dated, Clearly, girl.
I was feeling very Kimura at the time. You know what's crazy? I know people are like, that's red flag if you don't have a type, but I think nowadays it's just more about the person.
Yeah,
because like you'll have a good looking guy and because you're consumed with the looks, they love bomb you, all this other stuff.
Yes.
And then when you strip them down and real life stuff happens and you see how they are as a father or this or that, it's just like, oh my God. So I feel like for me right now, it's just all about the person genuinely, like sincerely, like who they really are. Like, you know, given the opportunity to have their kids, how diehard of a mother or father are you really? You know, because I feel like that just says a lot about a person in general. If you're not all about your kids, obsessed with them, willing to give your all for them, then, you know, it says a lot about you. Like, if you're not going to do that with your own, imagine what you could do. So I feel like it's just more about character and person because, it all looks good and fine and dandy. And once the mask comes off, that's when you're like smack with the reality.
Did you say the mask? Oh, I've seen the mask fall off.
Yeah. So I think that's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And that's why, too, I've been taking time to just, like, for me, just indulge. really have taken a couple of years. I haven't dated like that. Obviously, I did the show, which was a great experience for me. I got a chance to really have fun and dive into dating properly.
Yeah.
But, you know, when
I want to know the girl that she chose, did she stay? Like, I want to know, did she get into if they still together? Are they dating? Are they just having fun? Because I remember after she got her divorce final, she was with some lady talking about that was her girlfriend. And I was like, oh, okay, but I don't know.
things don't work out and you're attracting these certain type of people, it's a good time to like stop and
wait. If you've taken Uber since 2019, this is the money glitch that's getting women properly compensated. Uber allegedly failed to.
They wrong for that ad right there now.
strip yourself down. Like, what is it about me that I'm attracting these certain individuals, and do the work for that. So that this way, the things you are manifesting in a partner and what you want as far as love, because you know what you giving back, it makes sense. You know, God will give it to you then, because it, you know, you're deserving of it. So it's just more about the person. Like everything else, I don't even care how old at this point. I just want a good person.
Would you be okay with a long distance relationship?
Yeah, I've done those.
So that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a long distance
relationship.
I don't because of my lifestyle. Like I'm a mom first.
Yeah.
So it's like my kids have their life, their schedule. You know, my daughter tends to have more events than I do these days, but they come first and then work. And then obviously, you know, everything else kind of has to fall aside. So long distance relationships do kind of work, you know, in a sense.
I know you did the show on Zeus called Two Ways. So do you have a preference over one or the other? Not really.
I just, at this
really,
point,
just whoever you connect
yeah, it's
with.
about being a good person because, you know, it's just sad to say, but men aren't really being men nowadays, you know? And then women, you know, just, they understand, you know, you get to
a little bit more.
So it's kind of, you know, it's just about the person at this point. Because
so you did that show Two Ways on Zeus. I mean, how did that work? Did he just come over to you and say, hey, I want to offer you this show?
No, well, me and Lemmy were actually in cahoots with this after I finalized my divorce, but I was still, I was still contractually involved with Love and Hip Hop. So when that whole massacre happened, it was just like, he was the first person to call me, like, you know, this doesn't mean anything, right?
Right.
He's like, you know, I'm with you, I'll ride the wave. And this obviously helps us make this come to fruition faster.
Lemmy, I don't know and what you thought. I understand where you were going. We gonna dissect Lemmy. Lemmy gonna hate me for this, but we gonna dissect Lemmy later this week and how Zeus got in his hands. But I think Lemmy thought, okay, well, while she's going through this would be a great cash thing for her and for myself. I really don't think, now that I think about it and how things happen with Spice, I think Erica wanted to leave, get out the contract. So she said the worst things to Spice, use that and still using it with no accountability to go to Zeus because she saw what Zeus was kicking out. She saw how Zeus talked to their people and the money that they bring. That's what I believe that's what happened. That's why she has no accountability to give an apology to Spice.
Because technically, you know, the contracts, how they work. Yeah. Even after you're up, you'll do your terms or whatever, and they have you bind it still for like a certain amount of time afterwards. Yeah. So I would have been, a year not being able to do anything reality. So that whole stuff actually worked to my benefit. And once we got the clear that I was, you know, good, scot-free with Love and Hip Hop, we kind of just got the ball rolling. And like I said, it was an idea that I had pitched to him right around the time I got divorced. But it just so happened that happened, which helped it
to kind of
come a lot faster. And I gotta say, I gotta really thank the audience because we did so well. Like the views were, like, I'm still in awe.
You guys were trending.
Yeah, I'm still in awe at the amount of people that tuned in, from celebrities to, you know, like all people across the world.
I'm gonna tell y'all why people really watched it, and I'm gonna give Lemmy his big one. So y'all remember the guy that they call Mr. Plummer? Mr. Plummer had already had a viral thing with an ex-girlfriend, to where he trashed his ex-girlfriend's house, stalked his baby mama, all that stuff. So people really watching it to see how everything played out with him because he went viral. I believe once he wasn't there, they stopped watching it. Then when one of the guys that was on her show while it was already out, one of the guys got unalived and they started watching it more. So when that happened, it tended, because people was like, oh, I gotta watch it because of him, and they knew where the money was going. You know what I'm saying? But let's be real, I don't think people watched it for Erica. People watched it to drag Erica, but let's be clear, I don't believe they watched it to watch Erica. They just didn't, to me.
I love the fact that it brought in people from all different, colors of the world and sizes. And like when I tell you the audience and the people I got a chance to see as far as their reviews and all that stuff still gives me chills, because I was not expecting that outcome. At first, we did have, some backlash because they thought we were making a mockery when they saw my contestants. But honestly, I casted every single person on my show for who they were, and I wanted my cast to be so diverse and colorful and over the top. And that's exactly what I got. And I couldn't be any more happy. Everyone that we casted, I feel like, even the duds, the people that just, went so far left, every opponent of it just, it was necessary. It was so good.
So there was this one contestant on your show that he passed away.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you had a connection with that person, right?
Yeah. His name was Seven. Everybody knows him as Breaker from the show.
Yeah.
A real incredible guy. It's funny because when we first started filming, he just gave like this macho man, pretty boy, like I'm too kind of good, but not really. And he was a porn star. But when we got a chance to really dive into him as we filmed, we got a chance to meet a man that did everything he could do to provide for his family, not only for his daughter, his mother, his sister, like literally was a provider for everyone in his family. And what was so special about him is that he was so obsessed with his kid. He would even bring the baby to set, have his baby mother drive the baby. Like, he did not miss out on his parenting time. He was such an incredible son. His mom, had health issues, and he just did everything he possibly could to pay for surgeries. He had full custody of his sister. Like, he was just an over the top, like a real man.
Hello, Nephi. Hello, Nephi. No needles. Goodbye.
And
that was
unfortunately,
sad.
oh my God, it was terrible to the point that we waited several months to even air the show. We wanted to give the family, time to mourn. And then I know all of us, cast, his friends, I know for me, it took me a while to even stop crying, thinking about it, just knowing how sincere and genuine he was, and all the people he was providing for, and to know someone so great like that was taken from us. And then with gun violence at that. So it wasn't even like this was he deserved this. He did it,
This was
so it was definitely an experience overall. Like I said, everyone that was a part of it, Seven being our guardian angel, I feel like all the components of it, people got a chance to fall in love with every single person on my cast. You rooted for them, we laughed, we got a chance to be freaky and turned up, and there was drama, and there was love, and then we got to meet incredible people like Cat Dog and Closet Freak and Gangsta Bae, all the girls I feel like on my cast too. We also have Golden Ticket, who's right now the big poster fashion man all over every city he goes to. He's never not spotted. But, I think that's too my favorite part of this is watching every single person on my cast shine like the way they did.
Now, you did this show, on a network where people could see. would you really have a public relationship? Because I keep saying to myself, I don't think I want to be public again. I don't want anybody to know who I'm dating.
You know what? I do and I don't. I think because I'm so used to people being in my business and I'm
Me
kind of
too,
like,
but I feel like
okay.
it didn't help me to be public.
It didn't, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like love should be like.
Yeah, I know you want to share your love.
Yeah,
and
that's the catch-22, right? Because when you do that, then all of a sudden
everything goes down, and
yeah.
everybody's attacking that person or now trying to date that person, and it's just
yeah.
I don't know that it's a good thing. I don't know that I want to be public.
Yeah.
So
I have my like yes and no with that.
Yeah.
But you know what I will say is that being obviously I've had my years of love and hip hop kind of diving into my personal love life. Getting a chance to do it in the way that I got it to do it this time with 2 ways on Zeus was such a great experience that I would do it again just to be able to, you know, to meet the people that I got a chance to meet and love them. Like I have friendships and, you know, close relationships and even if it's not me, don't jump the gun because you know, if I might just decide someone on my cast might need to find love.
Right. My bad, y'all. I was supposed to pause. I'm listening, but I'm sitting here reading. We're gonna get into it with the Frost family situation because I'm still trying to understand why people really have this strong hate with Rashida. And we're going to talk about that because now it's getting out of hand. But let's continue.
I feel like, you know, that whole exploring that lane, like, why not? Let's go there, you know? So
I love that. I love that, period. But I just don't think I want to have my life, my relationship public.
Yeah, we've done it for so long.
Yeah, it didn't really work for me to do that. But anyway, so you were talking about that thing happened over at Love and Hip Hop, which was the thing that happened with you and Spice. You've moved on from that. Yeah, you've moved on from that now. But I mean, how was that moment? It was because I reached out to you during that moment. If you remember.
You did. So you were one of the very few that did reach out. And I appreciate that. And that's the thing too. I feel like anyone who's ever had a real moment with me in life will know like, okay, yeah, that was wrong, but that's not like what you're trying to say about her is not right. So I appreciate that, especially being, you know, an African-American woman that's been scrutinized just as much as I have on TV. And obviously we're not the ones to come forward. So we, you know, we do set a certain precedence or whatever, but I appreciate the fact that you did reach out because, you know, it just goes to show you like, you really know who I am. So I appreciate that. It was a trying time, obviously, because you got a chance to see like who was what.
But some people too, and when things like that happen, I think some people don't know what to do
because they want to be so political.
And especially with things like that, I think people don't know whether I should say something, should I support, should I not support? Like people are afraid, because you really in that moment you're walking on like eggshells. People are afraid for their careers, and I don't know.
And I think too,
so she's speaking on Bambi. Now, what's really funny is Bambi went on her show. Bambi started a fight, if y'all seen it, with Spice over some stuff because of Erica. Let's be honest. It was over Erica. Bambi really ain't had no beef with Spice. So now she throwing her under the bus. And watch how she try to be cool with Spice next season.
Makes it scary for people, believe it or not, is people being authentic in any kind of way. They get attacked on social media, and then there's this quick, let's cancel, and people are quick to like throw that cancel kind of thing out there. And it's just like, at the end of the day, no matter what you guys say in the comments, like God has his plan for everybody individually. So even in the trying times where on TV, you know, we may do something that's unfortunate and probably, you know, not the best of who we are. That doesn't mean like someone's life is completely over just because the world feels some type of way and honestly, it was a catch-22 because it was 50% people on her and 50% people on.
I'm going to say this, them 50% that was on her because they was upset because they felt like defending your child. But then when they went back and watched and realized what you said, and then you came out and kept doing interviews with no accountability, they stopped being on her back and got on your tail.
on me. It was even down the middle. But even that, like putting two women who shouldn't even been in the situation in the first place to, against each other, it's always kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, it's like, it's part of the game, and you just kind of have to stand firm on who you are. And that's why too I give so much, like, I love Bambi, like everybody knows like my relationship with Bambi, but
fluffy, chocolatey, and packed with protein. What the puff? Built Puff.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
You don't have a lot of people that like even still like, because I was obviously off the show, but even
let me say this, the way she and Sierra, it's not much to say on her because we starting to see now with her. The way she treated Sierra and the things that Sierra said that she said about her, that's where it was. Yandy wanted to be cool with her, but Yandy also stated that when she tried to get her, and she said the only problem she has with her is no accountability. She says she's known Erica for years. They've worked together, but where is the accountability? And that's where it was for her. Rashida was there when she called out Stevie J Kids. So it's a lot.
Even still now, I gotta see my friend being attacked by this certain individual just because she knows how much of a friend she is to me. And she just rides the wave, and she's been riding the wave.
Spice isn't attacking Bambi because she's friends with Erica. Spice is calling out how Bambi is a fake friend. Sometimes she's calling Bambi out because Bambi claimed, okay, let me tell y'all what happened. Spice and Bambi were cool. She didn't give a damn about no Erica. Bambi and Spice fell out because she did was doing the casting. Y'all remember the cast album, and Amy went and said, oh, well, Spice said this and that, right? So Bambi jumped in and was calling this and that. First of all, I'm gonna say this. Amy took it with a chin on the chin and say, hey, this is rap. This is what go on with it. Erica Bates even said the same thing. Rashida said the same thing. The only two people that want to do rap and don't understand the logic of rap is Spice and Sierra. And I'll say it again. Rap, y'all go against each other. You're going to have some beefs. You put it in the record if y'all not going to put it on the flow. So explain to me why Bambi felt like, oh, I have to be like, girl, you and Sierra want to be rappers so bad. Come on, put it on the flow. You want to rap? Now she's taking shots to girl, you should have been did that long time ago. Like, let's be for real. Sierra don't know what she want to cook or rap. But oh, no, that's just wrong. Girl, all these rappers you listen to, girl, please, miss me with that.
Since it happened, but there's certain people like that in my life that, and she got scrutinized so bad for, standing up for me in the way she was supposed to. But it came and went, but she stood 10 toes down. So as far as like, people are scared, this, that, and third, it's more about how real you are, about a situation.
Yeah. Do you think that some fans felt like you got a pass because you weren't Black? Do you think you got a pass?
I don't think there's a pass or anything like that. I think it's genuinely wrong.
Some people would have gotten completely canceled, and because you're not Black, you didn't get canceled.
I mean,
the way that
and I don't want to point fingers, but I've had women who are really like white on Love and Hip Hop who've actually said that word.
Yeah.
And not saying it's right because obviously growing up in New York, that word is kind of like used as a homie kind of thing. And I feel like, whatever. But
she's speaking on Mariah Lynn.
I've been viral for years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song, and I'm like, you can't trust nobody, not even the end that you sneak with. That was so viral. It went all over the place for years and years and years and years. And not saying it's right, but I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. But it became an issue when, at the end of the day,
we're gonna play it later. But the reason why it became an issue, because of the fact was that she used the monkey and nappy-headed children terms loosely. And I did a video, a live or video a while back when I was saying how Afro-Latinas, there are some women who don't claim to be Afro-Latina, just like the same way she tried to throw Lamar Negro under the bus because I'm Lamar Negro. I would say I'm Afro-Latina, right? She specified I'm a Black Latina. And she is one of the people that we say they don't use Afro-Latina until it's time to defend something that they've done, right? And I've seen a lot of Latino women who do claim to be Afro-Latina says that Erica can pass as Afro-Latina, but Erica don't want to use Afro-Latina until it's time to defend and to be Afro-Latina. We have seen Erica do this. And Erica don't want to claim that she is to be more appealing to others. Just like I was listening to a lady who did a joke. She's a comedian, and she said Puerto Ricans feel like they better because they're free, and then you got the Cubans, they're free American. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic Americans, they're free. And then you have the Cubans who can pass off as white, so they try to. Child, I gotta show y'all that, but she's broke it down. She's saying then it's in the Latina community, and I've said this before when we came into voting. Let's be clear. Even Latin people do not like Latinas, okay? Y'all got major problems in y'all culture that y'all really have to fix. We've been pointing and telling y'all have issues that y'all need to go by, because there should be no way you should feel better than somebody else. Like, come on now. We keep telling y'all they don't give a darn, okay? You can appeal to them people. They don't care about you. They love your culture. They don't love you. And we told y'all this time and time again, and it's showing.
It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was, you got another woman who's obviously a lot darker than me. She came at me in regards to my son.
That's not.
And a word that, yes, has been used to racially kind of, defame, or what do you say?
What Spice said was, you act like you are the only woman that is dealing with a man like this and became a single mother. Exactly what she said. She said, you act like this your first rodeo, and it's not. And I agree. This is not her first rodeo. This wasn't her first set of kids with him. The only difference is because she's married. And then she go be a passive aggressive because she always does this hair flip like, Anyway, that's what she does. But we told you this. Your son don't get spoke on because of that, right? And like I told y'all before, I remember her son used to be, when it was just them two, they used to travel everywhere. Erica was calm. She was doing things. When she got with Safari, got married, her son did not want to be around because of the cameras and stuff. And he's always been that way. So when she said, well, why don't you speak on your son? Now she's speaking on him during this interview. Before that, Erica wasn't speaking on her son. We all asked about her son. She never said anything. So to me, all she said was the same thing we told her. You felt like, and y'all got to understand, Spice is cool with Nicki Minaj. Around that time, Erica was dissing Nicki Minaj. So y'all got to understand, when she tried to claim apologizing to Nicki, and Nicki didn't buy it. I give Nicki that. Spice specifically said, and I quote, you act like you were a better woman for him. She did. And that's what really took the cake. Because she felt like she got a grand prize defending and slashing his ex-girlfriend. And while we sitting her telling her like, girl, you might want to be careful. The same thing Brene doing for Tim, the same thing she was doing. Now look.
To belittle a race at one point in time, it wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. And I say all that to say that people have selective outrage, because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman. and how proud she was.
Spice didn't do that because of a campaign about being a white woman. Spice did that because if you understand the culture of the Caribbean culture, she was talking about, especially in Jamaica, there was a lot of women who bleached their skin to get equal opportunities. The same in Africa, that they had to lighten their skin because of the opportunities they can get and because they felt like light was better. So Spice let them know they have to love themselves, and she put it in her music to her country that she loves so much, which is Jamaica. And she told Jamaica, hey, you don't have to do that. Now look at all the beautiful people that Jamaica has had came up that are dark skinned. They have light skin as well, that has supported Jamaica and showed them they don't have to do that. They tell them to love themselves. They tell them to be proud of who they are. That's why she didn't. She didn't do it to become a white woman. And I really wish people would stop when it comes to Black people reclaiming things that belong to the Black culture. Just like with Beyonce. Beyonce, so like Beyonce used to do tans. Beyonce got criticized for being a red bone woman. And what I want my Black people to understand, we come in all shapes, sizes, in different languages. We need to start embracing that, and that's why people hate us. Spice wanted her country to know, no matter if you dark, red, yellow, mixed, Indian, because there are some Indians there, Asian, you are still beautiful. That's why she did it, because she saw so many young girls bleaching their skin as Black women, dark-skinned women. Stop the cap.
Was to bleach her skin, or I don't even know what her MO was at that time. But it just goes to show you, like, people just at the end of the day have selective outrage, because I feel like it was because of me. I'm used to being kind of hated one week, and then you know how it is with us when we're on air. Sometimes they're riding for us, sometimes they're against us. So and I've been like that 15 years. So I have more people that hate me than root for me. So I feel like that was their time.
So I don't know that you do. I don't know that you
think
do.
No,
I don't think that you do. I don't. So can you tell me, like, what is your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. So my dad's Dominican, my mom's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's unfortunate.
You have Black
but
children.
Yeah, I
though.
have Black children, and I'm definitely far from racist. You know, I grew up, all my friends are Black. I have Jamaican best friends. Like, you know, it's just Jamaican throughout my blood. I'm not the only one in my family that has Black children. So, you know, it's just unfortunate. Like I said, it's definitely something that I want to put behind me. I'm blessed that God has given me an opportunity to kind of push forward, because that could have been something that ultimately stopped me. But no, God turned around, gave me my own dating show. It was beyond successful, to the point that the ratings, you know, if I was to walk anywhere and say this is my ratings, I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? So I'm in a great place. And then right now I have a movie coming out.
She also, I think she has no accountability, but let's just be clear. Erica didn't say that she was half Dominican and Puerto Rican before, right? And she got Black, you know, genes. Erica never said that. Let me tell you something. And we just talked about this. I feel like Erica is miseducated on who she is. I feel like Erica is miseducated about her race. Most Dominicans, if you look at the map, you have Haiti and Dominican Republic next to each other, and most of them are Black. I heard someone say that Haitians are the new Hispanic, like the Black Hispanics, you know, the Afro-Latinas, diaspora, and that is true. I feel like Erica is miseducating who she is. She really is, and it's very sad. And I hope that she start educating herself into who she truly is. But I see where everybody was talking about, no, she did not take accountability for saying the things that she said to Spice or did. She wanted to use Spice, using her campaign to her country to hurt Spice.
And movie theaters, August 29th.
Yes. So tell us about it. Come on.
So I'm on my nene leaks.
Yeah, tell us. Yes,
so I said bye to reality, and God was like, do your acting.
Yeah.
So you know how you
Are you
hit Broadway
totally like
and you on
reality? No,
you know it's in us.
It's in all kind of stuff that comes around for reality. So you stay.
Like, I'm too real to not be on TV.
Yeah, you'll do.
Like, I'm not like this right here. I need to be on TV.
You would like, but there's all kind of like competition shows. Reality.
I just because I feel like because I'm just okay with being myself. Yeah. And what is what it is. Like this right here is just always going to be reality gold. And the same thing with you. Like you can live in that element. Just being us is reality. So
I started, my start was in acting, and then I went into reality. But
no, I know. And then when you got a chance, and it's funny because when you did the ABC show, and then you turned around and did Broadway, I called Deanna, who's my manager, right away, and I was like, you see?
Yeah, I know Deanna.
We can do this. Yeah. We can do this.
You can.
And you've been just part of the mood board because that's one thing that's so, you'll go into these auditions, all they see you as Nene Leakes. They'll see you as Erica Mena. They're not seeing you as the actress and trying to tap into you, you know? So when you finally get to do that crossover, it's just epic. Like,
it is. So you got to tell us about the movie.
So the movie comes out August 29th. It's written and directed by Chris Stokes. Marcus Houston as well wrote it. We have an amazing cast. It is a sci-fi thriller. It starts off giving you like very girls trip. And then, you know, we get into the cabin.
At first, Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston did not want to work with her at first. They wanted everything to die down before, because those are only the movies I see her on Tubi. So they kind of wanted it to die down, give it a chance and everything. So now she's back filming with them.
And it just goes left.
Okay.
I'm really excited about this because not only is it in movie theaters everywhere August 29th, but this is a full-on Black production. Okay. Our own money. Like this is big deal. This is a movie made for us, by us. We have literally the most epic, how you call that, CGI effects throughout the whole movie. And you know, they did say,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
On 2029, we're actually supposed to have aliens starting to join us.
Oh, girl, ain't no aliens coming around here.
Okay, girl. Remember this interview.
Really? Well, you listen.
So I feel like everyone should go to the theaters just to learn how you're going to survive if it really happens.
Yeah, they probably will.
So that we don't die first.
Yeah, I take that back. They probably will come around. So a lot of strange things happening, okay? So I don't doubt it now.
Well, after doing the movie, I do realize if the humans don't work, you know, we got options possibly.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, but
AI is taking over.
It is. No, but I'm super excited. I feel like this is definitely a big one. There's a lot of great, you know, actors throughout this movie. The storyline of it is super epic. It's, you know, put out there by Footage Films. And we dove into this movie. We put our whole hearts and soul to this movie. It's been like one of those that I'm excited for everyone to literally run to the theaters to see, because it definitely is like, you know how you do stuff and you're like, it's good, you got to see it. Like, no, this is really, really good. I need you in theaters too.
No, girl, I want to be in the theater.
I need you in theaters.
Theater box. I want to be listen. Listen, I love acting.
Yes.
I also
we
love
need to
reality.
get you. We need to get you with Chris.
I think she need to have her own show. She need to be acting. I think they need to do everything. And I believe she need to be back on season 17 or 18. I'm sorry. I feel like she need to be back on that show. Nene Leakes is Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I feel like when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was doing acting and all this stuff. She is still that. And I feel like she need to come back in, reclaim her spot, and show them who queen. No shade.
Well, I'm happy to meet with him. I love acting. I love reality. And one of the things, I love being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Chris would love, he loves working with people like us because we're just so raw that he can actually like take from that. He's such an incredible director. He's the reason why I have my trilogy on Tubi, which is still doing good. So if you guys are home bored, watch Stepmother on Tubi.
Yes.
We're getting ready to do Stepmother 4 as well. And then we have Step Family. So it's going to be a big year when it comes to like the movie stuff for me. So we got to get you on.
Oh, no.
We got Cynthia already in Stepmother 1.
Listen, I need to come right on over there.
Yes.
Call me up anytime.
We need
I'm on
you.
my way,
Chris,
girl.
I'm going to call you after this so you can
start
get
reading these scripts.
Exactly. Exactly.
So do you have a team that help you get these things? Do you have an agent, a manager?
Believe it or not, we've been winging it, me and Deanna, but I do study very heavy.
Good.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
She's good.
She's like she's literally the engine to my career. But what I do prepare, I stay in acting classes. So I'm working all the time with Tracy Moore.
Okay.
I just started working with Yuli Terrero, who has like actors studio, which is great. He does like these pop-ups throughout Miami, New York.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm not sure if he does in Atlanta, but I'll definitely loop you in with him. But that's kind of like where I kind of like just feel so like free, just in a good acting class. And Tracy Moore has been working with me for some years now. Once I decided I was going to do it for real, I got a hold of her through Yuli, and we've been kind of inseparable since. And she's plays a big part in just like my range and taking me there. You know, it's one thing to work with an actor, how do you say that, a coach, but when they see like, okay, you got this, and then they keep giving you stuff to actually material to actually broaden. I love her for it because she literally takes me out of my element, and I think she plays a big part in me being able to do the roles that I'm able to do and be as versatile as I'm able to do. She saw it.
I'm gonna say this. Erica is okay for an actress. I mean, she does need some more work. She does. Yeah, she's not that bad. She's not, but I believe she can do better. She need to start studying the craft more better. She's okay. She's not the best, but I mean, I feel like she can be better, you know. You know, that's just me because she played that stepmother role a little too well.
But in me, and just kind of just dragged it out of me that now it's like I memorize a script in seconds and I could just perform it, and just it's where I'm at. It's like where I'm supposed to be.
Right. Just going back a little bit, would you ever go back to Love and Hip Hop?
What if you could taste the movies?
We turned that idea.
Will Love and Hip Hop ever take her back is the question.
Into an $11.3 million business with Wix.
It's gonna have to be
like the right thing, or like
I wouldn't
right
say that. I feel like with all the that they put me through
Yeah.
from the time I started to now, they owe me my own.
You mean you put Mona through? Because Mona did come out and say that you. Now listen, Jessie Boo said that for her and all that. Mona, she said they just went for her. But everybody say you. Since you got on now, the stuff that you did. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And with the ratings that I'm able to bring in on a how you call that, in a subscription based platform, which is so hard.
Well, that's where everybody is these
days. And that's where I'm at with it. I feel like, you know, with the blessing that I was given by Lemmy, like I got a chance to do my own show.
Yeah.
Now, not only am I an expert at like how to put this together on my own, I know what I can do, and I know the ratings that I'm able. Like, this was a show that was literally being, you know, kind of like people wanted to hate on it so bad, until it just
came out.
It just came out, and it was funny. It was real. It was everything that I really am as a person. So I just feel like if I'm gonna do reality again, they have to know the numbers that I bring in by myself.
Yes.
You know, and it's in black and white. Like we got that.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's like I need my own show. Like y'all gotta pay respect. Y'all gotta get, you know.
I'm sure you would
see, like, you know how you got your own show with Bravo?
Yes.
Like that's what they own.
Yes. But how many years have you been doing?
Girl, they tried to give y'all a wedding special like everybody else. You had a wedding special. Not one part of the you had Erica. Y'all had okay, girl.
15.
Okay, well, you're right there with us now. We've been doing it a long time. So 15, yeah, maybe.
But at least Bravo, I will say this: they allow you to cross over. They promote you to the higher platforms, People Magazine, We TV, and you know, Extra. Like Love and Hip Hop, I don't know why they kind of house you so you're just urbanized and just kind of exploited and just kind of looked at as just
there've been a few people that kind of break out of that,
and that's always been the hardest thing for me. You know, like I've been depicted as the villain so harshly for so long that now it's like,
Yeah.
But I feel like, everything.
You know what? Sometimes it's like that one like project, like that one thing that sends you, to the other side. It's like that. So when you're picking opportunities, you make sure you pick well.
Yeah, I feel like Stepmother, the whole trilogy, gave people an opportunity to see, like, okay, not only is she acting, but she's an actress, and she obviously knows what she's doing something.
Yeah.
To do 1, 2, and 3, and then 2B now we're in works in talks where they want to do it real big, where we do 4 and then go into Step Family. So we start a whole nother trilogy base, kind of. So it's a great place. Like I said, I'm in a great place, Nene.
Yeah,
I have a lot of things, coming as far as the movie. To say that I like last year was getting kicked off reality, and now I have a movie in the movie theaters.
That's good.
God is
That's good.
So I can't
See what I'm
complain.
saying? God is good. That's it. That's it. So, Erica, is there anything else you want to talk about today?
I do want to put out there, it's a real important month. It's Sarcoma Awareness Month.
Okay.
Deanna, who we talked about quite, a few times in the interview, she's a manager, my best friend, business partner. She's been fighting sarcoma cancer for the last year and a half now, and I just want to bring awareness to it. If there's anyone out there that has maybe any treatment suggestions or things of that nature, or just any kind of information, it is a rare cancer, so we're now in the works of just trying to figure out the best treatments for her. And again, because it's a rare cancer, I wanted to put it out there for awareness. If anybody, sees this, if you have any treatment recommendations, or more importantly, just coming together, send your prayers on behalf of my best friend, business partner. There's a lot of women that are, right now battling cancer. And, more than anything, more importantly, it's about, just bringing awareness, coming together as a community. Wear yellow this month. I would have been wearing yellow, but I have been wearing yellow. But yeah, it's all about Sarcoma Cancer Awareness Month. So yes, I just want to bring awareness to it. Deanna, love you from the bottom of my heart. You already know I cannot be here without you, and we are fighting the fight, and you will be here, and you will get through this like you've gotten through everything else along with me.
Yeah,
I love you.
I saw that Deanna was going through that, and my husband passed with cancer. He had colon cancer, so I'm sending all of my love to you, Deanna, and you are going to get through this.
Yes. But thank you so much,
Thank
Nene.
you so much for coming.
This
I
is
had so
definitely
much
a
fun
full
talking to you.
circle moment.
Yeah.
You having your own show.
Yeah,
You
thank you
being
so
such a
much.
ride
Yeah.
or die for me.
Thank you. I really appreciate
behind
that.
the scenes for so
Thank you.
long,
Thank you.
and making time for me, because I know.
All right. Nene did get a lot of backlash for this interview, but I'm gonna say this: Nene had a reason to interview her. We're not gonna like she didn't. Nene knew her people tell her, "Hey, interview such and such," and they want to know how she still felt after everything. So I give it up to Nene. She did a great job interviewing, and she did an awesome job. She kept her composure. She answered, and a lot of people get mad at interviews like they did with Carlos King after the Chantel. But I'm gonna say this, like I've heard and said before, shout out to Laterrence for this. As your job as an interviewer or a blogger or a journalist is not to expose, it's to let them expose themselves during an interview. You do not hold them, you can hold them accountable, but you have to let them have everybody show why they need to be held accountable. You understand? So it's different. So I think Nene did a great job. Everybody see Erica has no accountability. Everybody see she's trying to find something. She's just never going to have accountability for that. And if y'all don't like her, y'all just don't like her. I'm not supporting. Now I do want to see this movie because I do want to see who in. I heard Cynthia probably. I don't know. She said Cynthia was the first stepmom. She might be in this new one that they have coming out. I'm only for Cynthia, okay? It's only for Cynthia. But I'm gonna end this live here. I'll see you guys at 8. We're gonna talk about Sherelle, and then tomorrow we're gonna discuss. Let me see if I can find it, and I want y'all to see it. Let me go to my YouTube. Let me go to my history. I do want to discuss this because where's my history? Because after this, I'm gonna go watch Latte. But it was alive. I just saw it today on my thing, and it was asking, should actual conversations be held in the church community? I think that's how you say it. And I'm gonna find it. Hold on, let me go to my history from yesterday because I want to have this conversation, which was a very great topic. That's my reels. Sorry. Okay. Queen Sheba Darling did this, and it is called. Hold on, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. It is called Sex as a Weapon, Sanctified but Still Sexual, right? So that was what she was discussing today. And it's about women in the church who are used as sex as being used as a weapon in the church, where women are taught to be wives and things like that, and hold, have some kind of things about control about themselves, and they feel like men in the church do not, right? So we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys at 8. Thank you for watching. Later.